Reese Lansangan's second album, Time Well Spent, brought me back to a time when music absolutely captivated me. And it's a wonderful feeling. To hear the full review, stick around. Official opening track, which is What Is This Feeling, starts off with the question: do you recognize this? This feeling of lightness, this feeling of having your feet above the ground, floating. And yes, Reese, that's a feeling I'm so familiar with. It's a feeling I'm constantly trying to get back to because I prefer it over the heaviness. And that heaviness is something Reese will talk about in the next few tracks. But the first few tracks, including Orbiting and Slow Mornings, does a really good job of providing some calm and quiet in an otherwise noisy world. Reese Lansangan does this well musically by using a variety of instruments: piano, electric guitar, nylon guitar, ukulele, adding some variety to the tracks, engaging me as the listener, but also sticking to the laid back theme of the whole album. Where the album shines, though, is in the personal, more introspective songs. Take the track Pocket, for example. It starts with a voiceover which asks, do you know how much leisure time you have? How are you spending it? And I agree with what Reese is saying. We should take some time for ourselves to rest before we start working and creating again. Another personal song that hits hard is Easier. And she said, I can't change the world. I can't heal the wounds, but I can show you how I bruise. It's never easy, but it gets easier. And she punched me in the gut with her music. Though these kinds of songs are my favorite from the album, they do hurt. So I'm glad Reese cushions the blow with more happy and upbeat songs. One of these songs is VHS Aesthetic, which is my second favorite song from the album. Here, Reese talks about everything retro, from vinyls to cassette tapes to film cameras. This message of old things coming back around, brand new, it's a good message. And after that happy song, we go back to the more painful ones. One of them is Old Skin, where Reese talks about her friend singing a line like, I don't miss you, but I wonder how you're doing or how you've been because I can't recognize the new you in your old skin. Another equally painful song is Best Effort, which I think you should listen to for yourself. By the River, I need to hear a live arrangement. It sounds amazing on the record, but I know it's gonna sound even more amazing live. So looking forward to that. And here we get to my favorite track, which is called All I Know Is I'm Afraid. When you hear a song that starts with, oh God, I'm so scared of the things I don't know, you know it's gonna be a raw, honest song. The scariest, most painful section of the song is when Reese talked about going into her secret place and not finding hope or rest there. This part terrified me because of how relatable it actually is. After listening to the song, the line from Easier makes more sense. I can't heal your wounds, but I can show you how I bruise. And that's exactly what Reese shows in this song. She makes it a point, though, to offer at least some kind of resolution, some way of coping. The chorus is so beautiful. She talks about singing, moving forward, and then maybe belief, maybe hope will catch up later on. And until then, she'll be just fine. My favorite song from the album, you should listen to it yourself. And again, the blow is cushioned by a very happy, very dancey song, Thanks But No Thanks. And I'm perfectly fine with that transition. Listen to it for yourself. A Trip to the Moon is now my favorite Reese Lansangan love song because I'm a sucker for storytelling and I'm a sucker for space. Here, Reese touches on a very common human experience, the desire to escape, to a better world, a place with less problems or no problems at all. And if the moon is that place, sign me up for the next rocket. But then Reese sings, before she gets on that rocket, she's gonna go to the person she loves and bring that person with her. It's really cute. Listen to the whole story for yourself. Listen to the track. Also, the beat change and the build up at the 5 minute mark. Now we get to the last two tracks of the album, This Could Be It and Growing My Garden, which, in stark contrast to the previous track, talks about staying home and focusing on your growth. But these seemingly opposite ideas, seclusion, escaping, can actually make sense in the context of music. And that's what drew me to music in the first place. Music is something that helped me look inward by drowning out the sound of the world around me, but at the same time, helping me explore new worlds by putting me in the shoes of the songwriter, putting me in this world that the songwriter created to share. Now, I can't remember the last time I was drawn in by an album, but Reese Lansangan's Time Well Spent does just that, and it does it really well. So, those are my thoughts for the album. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I made a playlist of my favorite tracks from the album, which you can check on Spotify. Details are here, maybe. Or here, somewhere. Before we end, I want to thank these patrons for supporting what I do. I've been writing a lot of songs. They know that this album review is my way of taking a break from my own music. If you want to know the current progress of the solo EP, you could check it out on patreon.com/BennyManaligod. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys again next time.